Okay, exposure. I kind of mentioned the fact it was like though, so here we go. I can guarantee you it won't be as sweet as what we just heard. That was really enjoyed that. Well, they're quite a video, so great stuff. So I'm here. Well, I'll start again. You might be aware that a week tonight there's a election in America. Well, I'm here to interfere. And in three parts. The third part is very short, so I think we've got time. But the first one is called Physics, and by a great stroke of coincidence, physics happens to be one of the pitifully few O-levels I attained when I was a teenager. So the point is, whatever you might think of the poetic merits of what I'm going to say, the fact is, I'm qualified. So this is physics. Natural law applied in human affairs was above us all, as if then an eternal drone circling, observing transgressions to be encircled, to be rendered accountable, corrected, subject to justice. And it held in its gift, balanced on each silvery wing, all universal energies and time. But natural law flew too high. Those below grew ignorant of it being there, forgetting, alas, lest, but of course, nature's immutable path. Confused then the laws of man were rendered chaos, all sense and reason gone, yet the unseen above just kept circling on and on, around and around, before eventually coming down, inevitably hitting the ground, whilst redeclaring, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. There could be no escaping this elemental fact. Indeed, it reacted. Then everyone associated with the Pentagon were finally rounded up and accordingly arrested. So I don't suppose that in any way suggests who they should be voting for next week, what is that? But anyway, this next one, are there any Americans here? I don't think there are, but you might be familiar with the person that's regarded popularly as their national poet. This is called Whitman at Applecross Bay. Has anybody been to Applecross Bay? Does anybody know where Applecross Bay is? Can they? Look it up on the map. Anyway.
No, but I've made love with Walt Whitman. Is that the answer to that?
Well, we don't have really. And by the way, if you did accept that a pitiful O-level in physics qualified me for the first one, then I hope you'll agree that a degree in American study qualifies me for this one. So this is Whitman at Applecross Bay. Wholly literarily, with song of myself in the reading, there was nothing of his blues remembered in the hills upon which we climbed, nor the sea within which we swam, this time on the west coast of Scotland. For the natural appeal of Applecross, purples of heather, thistle, the green leaves of grass between Wester Ross and Skye, as a carol to cheer passage through the old world he never saw, the poet of democracy would surely have declared this to be the most life-affirming of Highland bays, until the rhythms in its backwash signal change. As if raised by a modern-day malevolent Poseidon, a trident silhouette showed its deathly frame, then inched its way silently across the sound like the nuclear family's false god, and man's guilt and fear propelled unreason, revealed then a vast complex of worms, rotting applecross from fathomless depths within. So I turned again to Whitman. I turned again and reread. I hear America singing. Beat, beat drums. I turned the page, drew the book to a close, at whispers of heavenly death, now, alas, misread. The next and final word of Whitman then, with an upturned capital W, murdered. Okay, I'm sorry to lower the tone. After all that singing, but anyway, that was Whitman. I have to say, for every action is an equal opposite reaction. That's my reaction to spending an afternoon in paradise, spoiled, beyond measure by that scene. Check out Applecross, it's fantastic, but just beware of the nuclear subs. So this one, I'm going to finish this one. It's a very short one, very short, very direct, to the point. I make no apologies for it whatsoever. This is called The Public Face of America. Far, far from the bluest eye, yet still all too visible. Should those vitreous orbs be popularly known as the windows to the soul, why then would yours appear as they do? Piss holes in the snow, reeking hollows both, burning right down through the freshly fallen pure, and forever and ever now, blinking. Okay. Thank
you very much, Stevie Walsh. A bit of kind of Lord Charles Williams there, I thought, and at the end. And then Walt Whitman, superb. Leaves the Grass, a great book. A great bit in it called Tears, which is so stunningly beautiful. And Drum Taps, you mentioned, excellent, really great. Whitman was a superb poet. And so was William Carlos Williams. Maybe you had nothing to do with William Carlos Williams and I just thought you sounded a bit like him in your last book.
Well, maybe so. What can I say? That's flattering in itself, but no, it's good about chance.
Chance is everything.
I just
What would you do then?